Chevy Silverado owners know that sinking feeling when your truck suddenly refuses to start and an angry little lock symbol flashes on the dash. That's the anti-theft system doing its job, except sometimes it doesn't get the memo that you're, not a thief. Here's what typically trips people up. You swapped your battery, your key's a bit worn down, or maybe you just disconnected the wrong wire while poking around under the hood. Suddenly, your Silverado thinks it's starring in Fast and Furious and wants to deny access to all except Vin Diesel. So what's the first step? Sit in the driver's seat, shut all the doors, and make sure you're using the main key. Forget the spare for now. Those sometimes cause trouble if they have weak transponder signals. Don't skip this step. Turn the key to the on position, but don't try to start the engine. All the dash lights should come on. Now, watch like a hawk for the security warning light, a little padlock or car with a lock symbol. That's basically your Silverado's nervous tick. This is where patience pays off. Leave the key in the on position for 10 minutes. It's going to feel like an eternity, but this is how the truck's computer resets itself. Don't be tempted to twist or remove the key. Resist your multitasking urges. After those long 10 minutes, the security light should turn off or at least stop blinking. This is your sign of hope. If it's still there, you're probably missing a step, or your key could be the culprit. Don't panic just yet. Switch the key back to the off position and wait a full 5 seconds. Then, and only then, attempt to start the engine. If the truck fires up, consider taking the rest of the day off. If it doesn't, you're not alone. A lot of Silverado owners have faced this same struggle, and almost half of anti-theft lockout cases come from simple things like using the wrong key or low battery voltage. So it's not because you messed something up irreversibly. You're in good company, trust me. If that didn't work, you may need to repeat the cycle 2 more times. 10 minutes on, 5 seconds off for 3 total tries. That's the 30-minute reset trick. Still nothing? You might be looking at an actual key reprogramming or a faulty ignition cylinder. Annoying, yes. Rare, not really. Here's a pro tip. Always keep your truck's key fob and ignition key separate from high-strength magnets or other electronic devices, like your phone. I learned that the soul-crushing way after putting both in the same bag. Transponder signals are fussy that way. If you're in an ice-cold winter, sometimes the battery's voltage dips low enough to trick the anti-theft into panic mode. In Portland, I've seen it firsthand. Charge up the battery before you start the reset, or you'll be wasting precious minutes. And for those thinking about disconnecting the battery to reset everything, spoiler alert, it usually doesn't work on modern anti-theft systems. Chevy makes sure you can't game the system that easily. Stick to the key cycling method for the best shot at success. If all these steps fail, don't let frustration win. It may be time for a locksmith or dealer to cut a new key or reprogram the system. But for most owners, these steps work and can save you a potentially pricey tow and dealer visit.